Yeah, now we are up and running. I did not realize that me clicking the button would instantly make me go live. Um, hey Suyash, doing good, bro. Okay. Happy New Week to you as well, Bugzog. That's what I was saying. And first of all, I was saying that I did not realize that pressing the button would instantly make me go live. Let me see. Mm, okay. Do you have any sort of video you want me to react to? Have my OS exam tomorrow. Any general tips? I can't say about a specific exam, bro. Like, what kind of tips are you looking for? Are you looking for like motivation, mental stability, or whatever? Are you looking for general tips, or are you looking for OS exam specific tips, like something related to studies and concepts and blah blah blah? Something like that. Oh, hey Abdul. What's up, bro? Screw it. So let me open up Excalibur. I actually want to discuss something that I feel like would be a good video, isn't it? How do I create a new one? Yeah, here we go. Where is the pen? Oh, nice. Nice. The theory is overwhelming, to be honest. Oh, hey, Dana Ramu. Welcome back, bro. Scheduling algorithms for sure. Scheduling algorithms. So you mean like round robin algorithm, or you mean like first in, first out, something like that, right? So scheduling algorithms. CPU scheduling in operating systems. So what is the process? Okay. Yeah, here we go. Priority scheduling, round robin, shortest remaining time first, longest remaining time first, highest response ratio next, multiple queue scheduling, and multi-level feedback queue scheduling. I feel like I don't want to get into it into too much detail, Suyash, but I would suggest to you that associate what the scheduling algorithm is based off of the name of the algorithm itself. So it says first come, first serve. What does that mean? Whichever process arrives first will get processed first, and that's the concept, right? And you need to know how to like drag your answers out into 3 or 4 paragraphs, not paragraphs, I mean to say lines. Too short of an answer makes it seem like you don't know anything about the topic. Unfortunately, that's not how the educational system is. You have to unnecessarily add 2 or 3 lines out of nowhere to your answers. Like you can say this is the best algorithm just to add some lines. So you need to know basic functionalities or basic concepts of scheduling algorithms, and then you need to learn how to unnecessarily drag your answers so that it looks big. You know that meme where somebody says that when you are required to write a 2500 word essay but you only know 2200, so you add 300 anything words in it. So try that. Just associate the algorithm with the naming. It should help. Yes, algos are done. Did them first, in fact. Oh, nice. Just saw the remote work video. A great one. The guy who you reacted to seemed like someone who actually never works and instead micromanages to seem superior. Yeah, that's what I took away from Clement's video, isn't it? Companies lose all control. I already got fired up by this sentence. I got laid off and got a new job. Yeah, okay. Congratulations, unknown artist. Good for you. Happy for you, bro. Um, Companies losing all control is such a stupid thing to say. Like companies are still are able to hire you and fire you, bro. What are you talking about? Okay, so let's close this out. I need to see dark mode. Where is dark mode? Theme. Here we go. Yeah. Hey Sid. Hey Alvin. Happy to have you here, bro. Love your videos. Any advice for a JS front-end developer, 4-year experience to transition into full stack position in Bangalore? Uh, just start applying for it, bro. Node.js, it's more about the concepts in backend rather than the code that you actually write. So I wouldn't say that you necessarily need to write some backend specific no, JavaScript code, right? My phone is not completely straight. Yeah, here we go. So you don't necessarily need to write backend specific JavaScript. It's the same JavaScript that you write, right? You basically need to understand how the backend methodologies and terminologies and the technologies work. That's pretty much it. You need to learn like MySQL wrapper for JS, MongoDB wrapper for SQL. Sorry, MongoDB wrapper for JavaScript, and you're pretty much ready to apply to companies. Although I can say that if you have the option to increase your salary earnings as a front-end developer only, I would say go for it because full stack developers are pretty much expected to manage the entirety of the application, and I don't just mean backend and front end. They are expected to manage the server status, server deployments. First of all, writing both backend and front end code will put you at a position where you'd be confused very easily. What do I put on front end and what do I put on back end? How do I manage both of those modules working together? So some of the calculations you will say to yourself, oh, I will do it in front end. It's no biggie. But then you will realize, holy shit, I need to do this in back end. So then you have to move over all the code. The good thing with separate developers working separately on front end and back end is that there is a great separation of mindset. The front end developer pretty much knows what the response pattern is like, and all they do is take it and show it on browser. And backend developers, they don't really care how the website looks. All they care about is the API payload that they send as a JSON response. So when you mix those two together, that's when confusions start to happen. So if you have the option to increase your earnings as a front-end developer, go for it. Where are you from, Alvin? Oh, you Bangalore, so you're in India. Okay. That is so true. The making answers look big as a troublesome task when the topic is a short one. Yeah, yeah. I'm also having an OS assessment test next week. Okay. So maybe you got some free advice. I mean, you didn't even ask for it and you got some advice. Okay, so if this is clear that most of you are from colleges and everything, I want to discuss a topic, which is I. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me put it white. Opacity, background. Where is the thickness, bro? Here we go. Why can't college devs upskill. So this is a question that I have been willing to answer for a long time now, where college students are often asking me that what is the secret sauce that gets somebody to transition into from a fresher to a experienced software developer. And I want to put a little perspective on the fact that there are some things that is outside of your control when it comes to you being a college student wanting to convert to a full-time professional. And the first point in answering that question, okay, I need to delete all of this. Yeah, the first the first point to discuss in all of this is the timeline. I think I have discussed this before, so it may seem a little bit redundant to some of you who regularly are on my live streams. But the first thing is the timeline itself. The project that you show to the interviewer that you created when you were in college, how much time did it take? It doesn't matter to the interviewer, because the first thing is whether that project took 3 months, whether it took 6 months, whether it took an year, whether you collaborated with multiple people to create the project, all of it you cannot prove to the interviewer. Maybe you can prove some of it showing the GitHub commits and how long you've been working for the project. But in a general sense, company interviewers are not impressed by the fact that you created something or created a project in your college days. And the primary reason for that is that there are no stakes involved. Oh. And the primary reason for that is that there are no stakes involved. So in a professional setting, you actually are answerable to some of your co-workers or your team leaders, and you have to justify to them why your task is taking time. But when you're in college, is there any stake really? You can write whatever code you want. You can take as much time as possible as you want. I'm sorry. You can integrate and you can create the application in whatever way that you want, whether it's full stack, so you can pretty much go insane and just make it work. Doesn't matter. You don't need to submit your code to a QA specialist and have them tell you that your code is good to deploy. Your code is not getting used by people, I mean customers, who are essentially putting money into the company that you're working for. None of those things are with you when you are in college. None of those things. And management is fully aware of this. Which is why I feel that if you create a very high-end project, it doesn't impress the interviewer as much as you would think that it does. Because the interviewer is going to look at that project and being like, yeah, okay, this is possible, obviously. But what was there? Like, how do I gauge your desperation of getting a job through the project? There is a silver lining to this. There is some gray area between this where the interviewers can get impressed and they can be like, yeah, this is the guy we want to hire based off of your concepts and your learning and all that. But the stakes is one of those problems, if brought in, is something that is outside of your control. You cannot control the stakes when you are creating a project in college. Basically what I'm saying. Third thing I want to discuss is the deployment aspect of it. So when you create a project in college, are you going to deploy it? First of all, you don't have the money for it to begin with. But even if you do deploy it, now you need to get real people to use your application and give you feedback, which is so tremendously difficult for college students. It's mind-blowing. First of all, you don't have any money to put the application on production. Even if you do, you are only calculating it for a set specific time period, like 3 months, 6 months, a year, or something like that. Then once you get your project live, now the question is on yourself that you have to go out there and get real people and get them to invest some time in your project and give you feedback how it is. And that is essentially marketing. And expecting a college student to have marketing skills is like a 14-year-old child to have the skills to play in Indian cricket team. It's not possible. It's simply not possible. So your learning of programming happens when your website hits 10K active users almost every single day. Only at this number do you really start to think about scalability and simplicity of the application, where you would be like, I want to create an application that can be used by 10,000 people every day. Only then you start to design your databases in an efficient manner. Only then you divide your code up into modules that can work very well integrated with one another. Otherwise, your project is just a college project which only one person is going to use, and you can write whatever bloated spaghetti code you want, and it's gonna run fine because only one person is using it. No need to delete on Xcali. You can just scroll down for a new space. I love it. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, it saves time. Okay. Nice. Did not know that. Okay. I am full stack right now, and man, there are times I only do backend and then front end. Other times I'm making sure it works, and somehow I still don't have permission for database. Yeah, that is that happens. That happens. But still, I would say, like full stack developers, I appreciate them that they decided to work on both sides of the spectrum, creating an application end to end. But I also feel like they are very easy to exploit. This is a job position that makes you do the work of two people on the salary of one. You can say that full stack developers are paid 50% more than front end engineers or back end engineers, but it's only like 50 to 70% more. If a backend developer is charging like 8 LPA or 10 LPA for a company, you won't see full stack developers making 20 LPA or 25 LPA at the same company. They will be more like 12 to 15 LPA. You will see them making that much. So this is a job position that is incredibly stressful and doesn't even pay that much extra compared to front end and back end dedicated engineers. Dada, ITI Mindtree as a company fresher there, Jonno, come on. Oh, LTI Mindtree, okay. Yeah, LTI Mindtree is a good company, bro. You can start your career there. It's fine. See, the thing is, if you don't like a company, you can always quit and join another. It's fine. And assuming that you are, you are a fresher. Okay, so this is your first job. It's fine, join it. It's all chill, bro. You can stay there for a year. You can learn about corporate culture, what the office is, and the commute, and what difficulties you face. And then after a year, when you have the fresher tag removed from your resume, you can decide if you want to stay or if you want to join another company. So, okay. Working as a full stack developer is like you can't blame front end nor you can blame back end. All you can blame is yourself. Yeah, true. Go through roadmap sh. You should be able to find out how the backend works and implement it accordingly. Roadmap sh. Oh, roadmap.sh. Okay. Hi Bhaiya, have you seen that flop Tesla Cybercab? What is your opinion and how we can trust computer in the car? If it can get some bug, the only option is to die. See, the thing is, right, the Cybercab, I saw one thing in Cybercab, that if you're sitting inside it, there is no manual way to open the door. It's software controlled. That is terrifying, right? Like imagine yourself getting in one of those Cybercabs and it reaches your destination and for some reason your credit card or your payment processor fails and the cab is like, we can't let you out. Now you're trapped inside. And imagine the scenarios in which the computer does not know that it is been sitting in a very hot car zone like Florida or Miami or something like that, where the heat wave is crazy hot and you're stuck in traffic, you can detect that you are getting hot, but the computer doesn't. Like, uh, so many software related inventions and like innovations we aren't ready for yet because because the software is not stable. The sensors are not stable for it. Is it? Sometimes I am taking my phone and I'm speaking to somebody, and you know how like the proximity sensor turns off the display? Sometimes it doesn't work. I take it, I place it here, and like I'm walking around talking to somebody on my phone, and accidentally my chin will hit the end disconnect button, and before I know it, boop, the call's gone. Now I have to call them back and tell them like it was a network issue or whatever, when it wasn't. That's my point. Like we are progressing a little too fast when it comes to stability, or whatever, when it comes to software. Like cyber cab, at least give them a manual way to exit the car, bro. But then again, they can't do that either, because if they do, then people will take the cab and they will just run away when it comes to time, when the time comes to pay. Or otherwise, it can be in one of those scenarios where, like it can only be used when you like pre-purchase. You have to pay first, then you are allowed to use it. Yeah, remember to press that like button. Hit that like button, y'all. No need to delete on Excalibur. Okay. Hi Sid, what are your thoughts on Cursor and other AI code editor? You don't need it. That's what I think. You do not need it. You already have Claude, Gemini, Bard, ChatGPT, blah blah blah. Why do you need to take the code, the AI part of it, and inject it in your code editor, making it bloated and unstable? Why do you have to do that? Cursor is actually a good one, based on what I saw on their website. Built to make you extraordinarily productive, Cursor is the best way to write code with AI. But why, bro? Just because something has AI doesn't mean that it's something that you need and it's something that you need to have. Crap. What about Copilot? Copilot is already being dunked on so many times now, isn't it? Like Prime was also making fun of Copilot. He doesn't use Copilot. Theo also said he does not use Copilot. Copilot was one of those pre-GPT era things that just came in, stayed for a few days, and dissolved into darkness. Nobody talks about Copilot anymore. And in some instances, it was discovered that Copilot actually takes over typing the code for you. So somebody is hitting the word G, and it wouldn't let the user type G because it would say it's not the correct word to type. That was crazy in some scenarios. At least I saw it on a news article. I'm not confirmed by it. I haven't seen it myself. A lot of IT-based companies will hire you based on coding exams, and that is the truth. And if you are showing projects, show something that works. It's simple. Also, the company hires you because you are cheap. The last sentence hit it home. Sometimes it is about the budget, right? Like the top talent, they know that they are not gonna work getting underpaid. They know that they're not gonna get that. But the freshers, the college students, they are pretty much a good target for companies, and they hope that college freshers have the knowledge of a 5-year experience software engineer, but they charge the salary of an intern. And that is such a gray area. That is such a small gray area that it almost does not exist. And even if you find a college student that has the experience of a 5-year software engineer, they know that they're not going to work for peanuts. They're going to ask for a much better salary compared to other freshers. How to become top talent? There are some things outside of your control, bro. That's the question here. So that's what I was discussing here. Like in your college, you can build something and you can deploy it. Do you have the money for it? Most probably, no, you don't. But even if you can scramble some money around, you can only hope to keep your website up for a few months. So let's say that you got that sorted as well. Now you actually have to focus on marketing. This is something you have to focus on. Marketing. You actually have to tell people to use your website, and only then you gain some credibility that you can say that, yeah, now I am a top talent. And then after that, the periodical updates to your application that you deploy. This is something that again is a major factor in deciding if you are a top talent or not. First of all, the top talent word doesn't exist. You can consider yourself top talent, is basically what I mean here. When you are in a position of deploying an application, marketing, somebody else does the marketing for you, let's say, and then you are able to talk to customers and find out their pain points about your software, and you can solve those pain points by releasing updates to your application. That's when you become top talent. Top talent is not somebody who knows DSA like crazy or who can build a basic web page project using like technologies like React or whatever. After creating that college project, there are some things and some hoops you have to go through, and that makes you a top talent. And these things are the things that make you that. When your application is deployed and it hits 10,000 active monthly users, when you are able to identify marketing pain points and updates and customer services pain points, that's when you become top talent. So there is very little chance for you to actually become top talent while you're still in college. So while you're still in college, what you can do is you can research papers, is a good way to do it, where you could identify something very fundamental to computer science and you can build something off of it, and you can actually work under a PhD, some sort of professor, and they attested that, yeah, this guy really knows his stuff. That's when I think you can become top talent. Or some type of opportunity that you noticed as a website and then you downloaded, not downloaded, you created the website, then you got your college to use it, and now your college has adopted that software. That is something that maybe is possible for you to achieve, because the software situation of a college is much worse than you would think it is. They are still using that outdated Outlook, Excel 2003 version, not the 2015 or 2018 version. And no steering wheel. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not a steering wheel because it's a cab. It's supposed to take you automatically to your place. Remote job ki bhabe pabo, active tips down. Remote jobs, I would say as a fresher, don't, not don't, but keep it a mindset that you have to go to the office. As a fresher, only I'm saying as a fresher. If you're experienced, I hope that you have the network that can get you jobs from anyone else. But as a fresher, I would say you should have that mindset that you have to go to an office, at least to kickstart your career. Like, and given how like TCS and Wipro and Infosys, and they are all ending work from home, so I would assume that more companies will follow that decision and they will end work from home as well. And before we know it, work from home is almost to completely removed from the market. So it would be good if you already make up your mind to go to an office. It would be beneficial to you, isn't it? I said, is the job market recovering or the recession still exists? Bro, I think recession, okay, are we still in a recession? Okay. Experts agree that the world is not currently in a recession. First of all, when there is a hiring wave, okay, first of all, what is out there in the market that would get people hired in the engineering market? I would say the market is recovering. I would say that. The thing is, right, in 1970s or 1980s, People would get into programming at the age of 22 and would quit programming as a career when they got to like 35 or 38 or something like that. But with each passing year, this line is getting pushed. Now it's like 42, 45, 50. People are still coding 9 to 5 in an office. So the entry rate of the market is very high, but the exit rate of the market is low because people are terrified of switching jobs or changing career paths or whatever. I think that is one of the contributing factors that job hirings are not that common these days. Can you suggest anything better than VS Code? I think VS Code, you can go for Z, code editor. That's a good one, created from scratch using Rust. Yeah, you can use this or NeoVim, bro. NeoVim. You can always use NeoVim. If I can gain user by that, then why should I do job and I do business? Thing is, that's what I said. In a college environment, if you get your college to use your application, keeping you as a developer, lead developer, I mean, you can charge your college. But eventually you will exit your college. This is a tough situation. This is a tough situation. You are right in saying that why wouldn't I do business? But as a college student, that wouldn't count as a business, at least not in the eyes of companies that are about to hire you. You can say to them that I consider myself top talent and I deserve good salary because not only did I create the project, but I also took care of marketing the project and pitching the project, and I actually know what I'm saying well enough to the point that my college recognized it and they are using it as of today. So you can tell them that you can hand over the project to your college for them to use and hire other developers, and then you can take that good salary, the top talent salary, and you can work for them. So when you say that why should I do job, you're not gonna get compensated a fresher salary, you're gonna get compensated the top talent salary. That's a difference. So yeah, for anyone expecting to become top talent, it takes time and hard work. That hard work then helps you become smart in implementing and how to work better and where the need to work hard. This takes time. This takes time, yeah, I would say that. Then the next thing that college students are facing problems with is the environment. Imagine this. The environment that you are placed in colleges are people who are in colleges too, the same class as you, or maybe a year senior than you, right? And the same what is that? The same gap of knowledge that your college seniors have or the other college students have in your class is the same gap that you have. The problem with your environment is that nobody from a college student perspective has actually been out in the real world and has experienced or faced real people problems yet that they have identified could be solved with a software that you can create or they can create. See, the difference between college students and professionals, workers, professional software developers, is that they understand the mindset of what is the problem that people are facing these days that we can fix. They need to get, okay, so this is basically like a professional software developer working in a company, I'm saying. So if they need an email service, they can ask their boss and they will get the email service API key ready. They can ask SMS provider, the boss can invest money into that and they can get it. But this is not a case in college students. As a college student, you have to get funding from somebody in order to create some solution or whatever. Otherwise, you are not even able to afford basic necessities that is required to run a software, like an email service, SMS service, payment service, anything like that. So the environment is also playing a big role when it comes to college students wanting to upskill to the level of a professional software engineer. So it's the stakes, the deployment process, the customers acquisition, the environment. These are all things that are outside of your control. And I'll say that again. Don't take away that there is no hope for you or whatever. I was in this exact scenario 8 years ago in 2017. But I was aware enough that I recognized that, yeah, I am bound by these things that are outside my control. And I can only hope to cross it once I get a job. And then I did. This is why I'm able to identify, like, if I see a college student wanting career guidance from me or asking me how to get a job, I can relate to them because I just think to myself, what was I like when I was in college? I did not know what Y Combinator was. I did not know that you as a software startup can go outside and raise funding. I did not know about my own situations and what foundations I had on myself. But now that I am on this side, now I can look back and I can relate to myself. So maybe this discussion helped you, and don't be undermotivated by this. Just know that even though you are bound by some of the things that you can't control, there are some things that you can control, which is your hard work and your concepts. The whole thing about the interview process is not about speaking as much as possible. It's about communicating the most amount of information in the least amount of sentences. When somebody asks you what is a first in first out scheduling algorithm in OS, let's say, at that time you have to say like 2 or 3 sentences only. Don't try to fill up the exam like an exam answer. Don't say 15 to 20 sentences. Otherwise, the more sentences that you speak, the more the interviewer will feel like this guy doesn't know anything. He's insecure about his answer. So practice communication, practice mock interviews. These are all things that you can control. But at the same time, being aware of the things that you cannot control is helpful, because at least you are self-aware and you know what situations you are in and what are the things around you. How to manage micromanagement as a fresher who will join a company soon. Bro, uh, micromanagement is the worst thing to ever exist in tech sector or any sector, basically. It not only destroys productivity, but it also destroys the morale of employees. First of all, you as a fresher, don't worry about micromanagement. First, join a company. The thing that I missed out, I think, is that micromanagement is not as usual as you think it is. Not everybody is a micromanager. There are some amazing managers I have worked with before that understand and can clearly get into the mindset of employees. But some managers are horrible. They micromanage the crap out of you. So, as a fresher who will join a company soon, don't think about micromanagement just yet. Experience it, then think about it. Hey, Code Edits, happy to have you here. I said, I watched your resume video. Do you think after 2 years of experience, they pay you very less salary, or is it because of recession? No, bro, nothing. They did pay me very less salary, but then again, at that time, the priorities were different, you know. I was more concerned about having somebody to live with in Bangalore. And I had friends that I was living with in a 1 BHK flat. There were 4 of us, and 3 of them like had jobs or whatever, and we would work Monday to Saturday, and then Saturday night we used to party like crazy. So I was happy. I was so happy with that life that I did not think about the exploitation that I was going through. I was getting paid like how much? Like 13,000, something like that. First 6,000, then 10, then 13. Yeah, 13. So 13,000 a month. I was thinking like 6,000 rupees is my rent, so I'll pay that. 500 rupees is the bus expense to go back and forth from my office and home. Some money, another 2,000 for my like food and everything, and the rest of the money I used to blow away on parties. I did not used to save money at that time because I was thinking to myself, it's only 13,000 rupees. What could I save from it? I'd rather spend this money now and then later earn more money later so I can make up for it. So, given that I was happy with my life in that time, I did not think about the less salary part. But yeah, you could say that they did pay me less, but it's fine, it's fine. Oh, hey, curious buddy, happy to have you back. You will face it, but you can try to find patterns and then try to tackle it properly, but understand that it doesn't end, and the only way you can somewhat mitigate it by being good at work. Thing is, right, being good at work is exactly what gets you micromanaged, isn't it? When you are good at work, the expectation is set on you that, oh, if I give this guy this task, he will get it done because he has done it before. And then you take it, otherwise, obviously, because it's your job. Then you start doing it, and then you notice, why is this guy looking at me over my shoulder? That's when problem happens, doesn't it? So it doesn't matter where you are bad or good at work, it can still get you micromanaged. Very informative. Remote job কিভাবে পাবো tips দাও একটু. Um, bro আমি দিয়েছি. Please don't spam Lucifer. Give me some good front-end project ideas. Google Sheets. I always say, like, if you are such a front-end fanatic, just make Google Sheets. Take a blank this thing and see how many options they provide and just build it. It's a very good front-end idea. Like, surely somebody did code this up, right? It's not created out of thin air. Somebody had to click on like cells and manage the operations within cells. Create it. It's a great front-end project idea. And you will learn a ton of things from JavaScript event listeners. Oh. As a second year BTech student, which skills should I learn to get an internship? You should apply, bro. That's all the skills you need. Like, Internshala is such a crap website. I don't even know what websites are good for getting internships. Internships 2024 sites. Internshala. The first of all, the website comes up as Internshala. Thing is, right, these internship websites are so easy to scam because you can just tell the customer that they don't need to do an internship. They can just pay Internshala 10,000 rupees and they will get the internship certificate, isn't it? And you know what? There are agencies out there that can charge you a one-time amount of 6,000 rupees or 8,000 rupees and they can give you an internship certificate. So you don't necessarily need to do an internship, and your internship is not going to count as experience anyway. Management in a company doesn't care about internship experience. They don't count it as anything. So it is a very fair question for everybody to ask, why should I bother with an internship then? Let me just buy my way out of it. Possibility of high paying job after 1 year of experience as a founding team at an unsuccessful startup, no monetary compensation received. First of all, don't mention that your startup failed. Don't mention that. Just mention what you did at the company, what your role was, and that's it. Take away the word founding. Okay, you can take the word founding team member. You can just tell them that now they have hired. I just quit because. No, you cannot say you are a founding. You cannot say that you are a founding team member, can you? Otherwise, they will say that if you were a founding team member, why did you quit? Take away the word founding. Just say you are a normal software engineer with 1 year of experience, because adding the word founding and won't get you that much of a bump anyway. So, try that. Minimum cost for deployment. Thing is, right, the cheapest that I have found is Hostinger for PHP, like PHP deployments, things like that. So how much does it cost? 149 rupees a month plus 2 months free. And that's like discount money, discount offer. So here you go. So you would need like premium thing, and it will cost you like 600 rupees a month. It says save 75%. Oh, sorry. 399 rupees a month for beginners. A great solution for beginners. So one website. Oh, it's managed WordPress hosting. I don't need WordPress hosting, bro. Hosting. Yeah, so you could say 600 rupees a month. And that's just the website. I mean, Hostinger provides both domains and an instance. But then anything extra you need, like email or SMS or whatever, you're gonna have to pay separately for it. Be good at the fundamentals, learn the algos, make sure you learn about the companies that you want to intern at, and then prepare accordingly. Yeah, knowing about the company is somewhat makes you stands out, because the company is like, okay, this guy did his research about us. Shopify developer roadmap with right resources. Me, that's me, bro. I am the resource they're looking for. So what you do is you go to my channel, click on videos, and then click oldest. All of the videos that I have created, you can watch. So yeah, it's me who you're looking for. I want to make my data science portfolio. Does it matter if I don't do it by myself and copy paste and edit it? Somewhat. You can say somewhat. Because there is no way to verify if you really coded the application by yourself. So copy pasting, I don't imagine it would be devastating. Maybe change the UI enough so it looks somewhat different. Abhijit Rai, hey micromanager. I'm not a micromanager, bro. Who you calling micromanager? Hey Roop, happy to have you back. I'm going to start applying to jobs soon. Best of luck, bro. Bugzord, please don't mock people. I'm scared that I won't get any replies. As does everybody. Everybody gets ghosted, bro. It's fine. It's part of the process. Just think to yourself, the first 100 jobs that you apply for, you're never gonna hear back from those employees. Those companies. Just think to yourself that. That will help you get through the pain, you know. So when you are in your next 100 job applications, maybe you'll start hearing back. Everybody telling that today's market is only for full stack devs. What's your take? No, it isn't. The same thing that I discussed, right? Like full stack development is very easy to get confused in. And management somewhat understands that. There is a reason that the front-end developer and the back-end developer job positions exist, because people realize that there is value in specialty. Front-end and back-end, when you try to make the same person do both things, divides their focus into two areas. But if you hire two people for front-end and back-end, the focus is not divided. Back-end guy is only thinking about back-end, and front-end guy is only thinking about front-end. That's what happens. So I would not agree with the sentiment that it is full stack developer dominated. Is only for full stack devs. No, it isn't. Oh, hey, Duarte Thomas. I hope I said your name correctly. Alter Ego says, what about web RTC projects? What is a RTC project? RTC. Around the clock renewable, renewable energy projects. What is a web RTC project, bro? Give me a reference. I'll check. Can you make a series on hosting for beginners? Then again, bro, it's different, right? WordPress hosting is different. Laravel hosting is different. Node.js hosting is different. The only way I can create hosting tutorials for people, I mean you guys, is when I get paid for it. And that's why I have a Patreon. Like I've already said before, the money that gets generated from YouTube channel memberships or Patreon will always go back to you. I can use the money that I get from Patreon to create high quality videos sometimes. But then if you guys join the membership or pay me on Patreon, so then I can get the instances myself and I can show you how you can deploy your application with those. Thing is, I can't do it out of my own pocket. It's a risk I'm not willing to take. I'm sorry if I sounded a little, but I would rather like it's comfortable for me to get paid upfront and then create the tutorials so that I can get an AWS account, I can get a Hostinger account, I can get a DigitalOcean account, I can get a Cloudways account, and then I can show you in each of those platforms how you can initialize the application that you are building. Also, one more thing. Almost every company has rejected me in the past only because I did not receive any monetary compensation and I do not have any salary slips. How to deal with it? I'm good at DSA. Fucking hell, bro. So you are actually telling me that you have, okay, you can show the offer letter of those companies, and if that is the only, okay, there are unethical ways to get outside of this. Hmm. Oh, you're saying EY is famous for micromanagers, not A. I thought you were saying A micromanager. Okay, anyway. Um, Show them the offer letter and try to convince them. Okay, first of all, John Doe, why do you not have the salary slips? Like, do you have explanation for that? Like, did you get fired or something? Full stack equal to front end plus back end plus DevOps nowadays. DevOps plus QA plus plus sales and plus marketing, all of it. Yeah, DevOps, data science, cluster management, database management, sysadmin, then you can say cloud engineer, all of it is full stack. It's not just front end and back end. How can I learn liquid programming language? I'm finished with basics of HTML, CSS, and JS, about to learn Node.js for Shopify. Start with the documentation, bro. And look out for Shopify community forums. There are so many people who ask about Liquid and how to solve particular problem using Liquid. Liquid is not that difficult anyway, bro. I have used it in some of cases, and I have not found it a little too cumbersome. If you know Node.js, EJS template and how to like display data in it, it would not come off as difficult to you. Web RTC, web real-time communication like Zoom meetings, online chatting. Yeah, you can make that, bro. Without using that fancy term, you can just use Socket.io and you can build these applications. You have to use like Amazon SQS or something like that if you really want like real-time notifications. Can I copy clone from code with Antonio in my resume, but I understand the code? Yes, you can do that. You can do that. Any advice going forward into Shopify? Shopify Shopify has so much potential, bro. The very fact that they have deprecated their REST API deprecated. So the deprecated APIs that they have done, almost all of them, like it's super crazy, is insane. Like the REST API, they have completely gotten rid of it. Yeah, this is the biggest change. So, one tip for Shopify would be that you have to be incredibly aware of the changes that happen in Shopify. They are notorious for changing and breaking things. Every now and then, they will they will say something is valid, and then 3 months later, they will say, "Oh yeah, we are getting rid of that thing as well." Might as well you study our latest thing, otherwise you're gonna get left behind, and you will actually get left behind. This is, they don't mean it as a joke. The things that they deprecate, they really get deprecated and out of existence very quickly. I applied to almost 10 companies. Very low number of companies, bro. Very low number of companies. Those are rookie numbers. You have to pump up those numbers. At least 300, I would say. I don't know that what YouTubers are telling. I don't know that what YouTubers are telling. What? I don't understand you, bro. What do you think Shopify a web developer do think client find easy or cheap to open a Shopify store because they have to pay the domain plus hosting service plus web developer charges for development? I don't I don't understand your question as well, code edits. I was expected to receive money from July this year, but the startup collapsed due to mismanagement of funds by CEO. About full stack. Meanwhile, I started to apply for other jobs and now I am facing the situation. Oh, there are unethical ways to get out of this, John Doe. I am going to be very honest with you. There are ways to get out of it. Although it's a very desperate, depends on how desperate you are to get out of this. I have seen people fake 4 years experience certificates. I have seen people do it. They don't know one thing about coding, but they will say, I am 4 years experienced and I work in this and this company. Here's my experience letter. Here's my relieving letter. Here's my offer letter. Here's my salary slips. So I wouldn't recommend that you do the same thing, but I would say that start fresh all over again. Receive money from July this year. So this is October. Wow. So from July to October, like you've been facing the scenario. Full stack consists DevOps also. Yeah, they do. It's actually crazy that you have been facing this scenario for so long now. July, August, September, October, 4 months you have been in this. I want to work with you for your channel and content creation. What can you offer me, bro? And how much do you charge? I am broke. There is no money here to begin with. Why do you think I don't hire like thumbnail editors anymore? Because I can't afford it. So many thumbnails like I paid money to for people to make, and they did it. But then I found out that I didn't. Okay, video editor. Is Naukri website good? Yes, Naukri website is good. Yes. Video editor. I imagine that you will charge something like 2000 rupees, like 3000 rupees for a video that you will edit for me. And I don't know if I can afford that because I know video editing myself. Maybe I can give you like one video to edit. That will be like a comedy skit video I can give you. But I cannot guarantee that you will be able to keep working with me. कैसे हो सिट भैया sorry for joining late. No problems, Mahin. You are here. That's all that matters. Is Naukri website good? Yes, Naukri is actually good. I have received so many calls from Naukri when I created my account a couple years ago and registered for so many, like applied for so many companies here. It's actually good. It's actually good. I think in India it is the number one platform to get jobs. I would not promise that this can get you like Wells Fargo or JP Morgan Bank, Chase Bank type jobs, but small companies, startups, boom, boom, boom. You should get callbacks. You can start with preliminary knowledge of full stack using roadmap sh. I want to see what is roadmap.sh. Developer roadmaps. Roadmap.sh is a community effort to create roadmaps, guides, and other educational content to help guide developers picking up a path and guide their learnings. Role-based roadmaps. Oh, wow. So backend, if I click, oh, whoa, wow. Okay, nice. API, CDN, web security, testing, CI/CD, scaling. Nice, nice. Kubernetes, GraphQL. Very nice. So I can click any box here and I can read about it. Cassandra, if I click it here, official Apache Cassandra article, video, course for beginners, opens up a YouTube channel. Very nice, very nice. Free code camp. Okay, that's actually dope. Android. So if I click Android, Kotlin, nice, amazing. Where are you, John Doe? Okay. But since I was in tech team, I have complete code of the production, including front end and back end. Can it be testament to my skills rather than salary slips? How if I show it to recruiters? Thing is, right, it's in your power to convince them. Um, can you show them your offer letter and that has a date on it? Offer letter or acceptance letter, whatever it is, when you started working at the company. And then you can show them the GitHub to match the dates, and you can say to them that, look, this is the date I got my offer letter, and this is the dates that I made my commits on GitHub. Possibly then it's doable. Probably it will work. It's doable that way, isn't it? How to validate idea for SaaS? There is no way to validate an idea, bro. You just create it, send it out, um, and you see what happens. There is no way to validate an idea. You can, okay, there is a way. Sorry, there is a way. Where somebody else in your same domain and same niche creates a SaaS and puts it out on the market, you should notice what mistakes they made or what mistakes their customer said that they made. And you just find ways to avoid those mistakes. And there you go. Your ideas are validated. Or if the new guy who created that stack is successful, I mean that SaaS is successful, then it's already a validation that yeah, this model does work. So I can create it as well and try to outsmart them, isn't it? I'm a freelancer. How can I contact you? LinkedIn, email, Discord. All of those things are in my YouTube channel description box, bro. Check the description box. All of those things you will find. Roop said, thanks. I just started learning React. Nice. Oh, hey, Mana. Hello. Hello, bro. Are you learning new language or stack? No, these days, no, bro. The very latest thing that I learned was NeoVim, and pretty much after that, I have not been learning anything new. Um, Given that I have some tasks that I have to complete from my clients and all, and also one client offered me a profit sharing model. So they are paying me my full salary, like full monthly salary, the agreement that I made with them. And they told me that if you put in a little more effort, then we will put you in profit sharing. So that has fired me up to actually create something that lets me take 2 or 3% of the profits. So if I am able to do that, at least I will get set for the next 5 years or 10 years or whatever. And it will motivate me to learn even more technologies so I can see what I can fit in to make it efficient or whatever. So the moment my client told me about profit sharing, that's when my entire perspective changed. I was like, screw everything, screw all things. I will just work on this one thing and try to make it profitable as much as I can from my side. Don't worry, start with front end with React, get good with that, then start back end, stick with one, and then start the other portion. I would say no. Only focus on React. First of all, get to a good place with React. Only then think about anything else. Sid, what were the problems majorly you faced along the journey or your career that you would suggest freshers to not do? I don't think I made any mistakes. What mistakes did I make? I have to think about it. Because from my perspective, I cruised along like any other job applicant. I applied to companies, I got rejected, I got ghosted. My communication was good. Is that something that I could tell you? Like keep your communication skills up to par so you don't get nervous in front of. Okay, here we go. Interviews. Don't be nervous. Your nervousness is something that you have to work on so much. The interviewer should not be able to gauge that you are nervous, especially HR people. The HR people are very good at predicting your behavior and your mannerisms within 2 seconds. There is this phrasing that says that HR or any normal person takes about 5 seconds to make an impression of you in their heads. But HR people, do you know how much time that is? 2 seconds. Within 2 seconds, they can create an image out of you in their own heads and they can make an impression of you. So, your nervousness is something that you have to work on. Your communication skills, you have to be confident. You have to, like, keep your chest wide and talk with chest. So, you have to work on these things. And I won't say that this is a mistake that I made because my communication skills were already good. So I never felt like I didn't score a job just because my communication skills weren't on par. Oh, hey, Lasan Mama, happy to have you back. Been a while since I saw you, bro. And you still haven't reached out to me in any other place than YouTube live streams. How relevant is Oracle Java certification today? I read your question. I read your question before you retracted it. um, yeah, talk with chest is a UK phrase that means confidence. Like talk with confidence. Majorly you faced. I'm still thinking about what problems did I face. Commuting, no, wasn't a problem. What problems did I face? I can't think about it, bro. Thing is, right? Is it because I am anti-regret? I don't regret things from my past. Is it because of that I'm unable to come up with an answer? Because everything that I've done in my past, I am proud of it in some sense. So, kind of difficult question. Commuting seriously. Do drugs before interview. Why, bro? Why would anybody do that? Um, and what kind of drugs are we talking here? Are we talking like paracetamol, something like that, so that your health is like you don't face any sort of fever or whatever? Yeah, commuting. I wouldn't say is a problem. Commuting is a natural part of the process when it comes to you getting a job, isn't it? After how many years of experience should we switch to another company? I'd say the market is 2.5 years. 2.5 years is the accepted. This is the answer you're looking for. 2.5 years is the absolute maximum you should spend at a company. Boom, quit, switch. Even if you are getting increments, actually, let me rephrase that. If you are getting increments like 30%, then it's fine. You should stay. If not, quit. 2.5 years is very acceptable. Like, what sort of happy drugs are we talking here, Abhijit? Are we talking like chillam or whatever? No? Opening a company is a good option if I have money and experience, so I can hire employees remotely through Discord and making products and work with clients and doing marketing of products. Yeah, if you have money and experience, which is why you need to get a job yourself so you can get experience, and you need to be around your boss and manager or whoever in the corporate culture setting so you can actually get a feel for it. Abhiram Deshpande, I read your question, bro. Oracle Java certification, it's fine. You can get it. You can do it. But relevancy of any certificate is something that I question so much. You can get a certification by paying money anyway. You're the one who's paying money to get the certification. Who's to say that your exam was difficult? How can I gauge that? So it's a very personal bias against certifications, but I question the legitimacy every now and then. And certifications only last like what? 1 month, 3 months, 6 months? That's not long enough for you to become a master in, like, whatever. सर आपने कितनी कंपनीज बदली? There you go. There you go. Because if you check my LinkedIn, here you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 companies. And now I am freelance YouTuber and content creator. I wouldn't call it a company, YouTube. I haven't joined YouTube. But this is the answer you're looking for. 4. Zinc tablets will also work. Yeah, sort of. No, the therapist gives. Oh, okay. Okay. If therapist is giving out drugs, I'm fine. No HTML, CSS, JS, learning React. How much time required for me to be job ready? I would say at least couple years. At least couple years you have to create projects out of it, and you have to like create your portfolio, create your resume, be confident. And it's not just coding that gets you hired, bro. It's not just coding. It's about your communication skills as well. That interviewer can gauge that this guy is confident. He knows how to talk and how to communicate with team members. So, considering all of it, couple years. But I would rather suggest you to make a video Shopify developer roadmap with right resources. It's very scattered space as far as resources are concerned, and good coding skills are important, right? Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I'd agree. I'd agree. Shopify's documentation is sometimes very like scattered. It's very random. Certain things you will find in places, and you would think that other things will be linked to those websites, but that won't be true. It's completely randomized, and or at least it feels like it's randomized at some points. So I'd agree. I'd agree. Shopify resources are very scattered. True. True. But then that is why people like me can make money, because I actually invest time in reading Shopify API documentation and I make things out of it. So then I can make YouTube videos about it and they get me hired in companies. That's the thing. In interview, what does interviewer expect from a 3-year Salesforce in terms of technically and communication for both MNC and startup? And how to convince HR about 9 months employment in last company? See, there is no verbal way to communicate and convince HR about any employment in last company. It's the documents that you provide them that proves it, whether it's the offer letter, whether it's a salary slip, whether it's the relieving letter or the experience letter. So those are the things that will convince the HR that you have completed something. Or interviewer expect from a 3-year sales force. First of all, they would expect that you know your shit, you know your stuff. That's what they would expect. In terms of technicality and communication for both MSc and startup. So technicality is technicality. Obviously, you have to know the ins and outs of Salesforce. But communication, they would expect you to be very clear with your words. They expect you to be very articulate. You don't need to say so many sentences to get your thoughts across. Try to be concise. That's what they would expect. Nervousness, your attitude, your approachability. These are things that they will gauge from you. Mahin Kataria, I almost did not read your message before you retracted it. You're the one that escaped. I completed 1 month in my company. Congratulations, bro. Good progress. You can call yourself a tech lead and make some interesting videos. First of all, I have taken shots at tech lead in previous videos. And I am scripting the part 2 of that video. I'm in the scripting phase of part 2. I will absolutely create, if YouTube does their honest, part 2 video, because I feel like there are so many things in my mind that I can connect through a story and I can, showcase it on video. I'll script that video and create it. First of all, tech lead is a douchebag. Tech lead is such a con artist. It's mind blowing. And there is a tech lead in India as well. Let me show you. A tech lead. There you go. So this guy has 15,000 subscribers. And the one thing that he gets made fun of for is that any topic he talks about, he always says, but let me tell you a story. Back in the day, there used to be a blah, 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 blah. And that's how he speaks. He's a Hindi speaking creator. So I don't know if any of you would be able to understand what he's saying, but let me show you one.
Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. तो गाइज आज की वीडियो बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग होने वाली है क्योंकि आज की वीडियो में हम लोग बात करेंगे आईटी इंडस्ट्री के फ्यूचर के बारे में। इंडिया में आईटी कैसे रहने वाली है और क्या मतलब फ्यूचर होगा आईटी इंडस्ट्री का। कुछ लोग कह रहे हैं कि आईटी इंडस्ट्री इतनी अच्छा नहीं करेगी इंडिया में, या फिर इंडिया में काम आना बंद हो जाएगा, या फ्यूचर आईटी का अच्छा नहीं है इसलिए नए बच्चों को आईटी में नहीं आना चाहिए। तो इस तरह के रूमर्स चल रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो आज पूरा एक एनालाइज करेंगे कि आईटी का फ्यूचर क्या होने वाला है, ठीक है। उसका फ्यूचर जाने से पहले मैंने पहले बताया कि किसी भी चीज़ का फ्यूचर देखने से पहले हमें उसके पास में जाना चाहिए और देखना चाहिए वो जो आईटी इंडस्ट्री हमारी इंडिया में आई वो इंडिया में ही क्यों आई, ठीक है। जो आईटी इंडस्ट्री इतनी बड़ी बनी, सर्विस इंडस्ट्री, वो इंडिया में ही क्यों बनी, क्या सर्कमस्टांसेस थे उस टाइम पे, और क्या वो जो सर्कमस्टांसेस है वो आज भी वैलिड है नहीं है। तो अगर आज भी वैलिड है तो फ्यूचर में इंडस्ट्री रहेगी, अगर वैलिड नहीं है, वो किसी तरह अगर फेड आउट हो रहे हैं तो इंडस्ट्री आगे हो सकता है नहीं रहे इंडिया में, ठीक है। तो हम पूरा एनालाइज करेंगे डीपली। और 1990 में ना एक अच्छी चीज हुई, ये तो सारी खराब चीज थी 90 में, एक अच्छी चीज और हुई, इंटरनेट पब्लिक के लिए अलाउ हो गया, जो मैंने एक वीडियो में बताया था। 1990 में पब्लिक के लिए इंटरनेट अलाउ हो गया, तो एकदम से इंटरनेट मतलब दुनिया में इंटरनेट की बात चलने लगी और जो .com एरा स्टार्ट हो गया, मतलब सब लोग अपनी वेबसाइट बनाने लगे। उस टाइम पे जावा डेवलप हुई, जावा लैंग्वेज, फिर जावास्क्रिप्ट डेवलप हुई और ब्राउजर्स आए, फिर उसमें वेबसाइट बनने लगी। तो इस तरह कल्चर आने लगा, ठीक है। उसमें तो जो बाहर की कंपनी थी ना, और इंडिया ने क्या किया, इंडिया ने एक अग्रेसिवली बाहरी कंपनीज को पिच करना शुरू किया कि भाई आप हमारे कंट्री में आओ और हमारे कंट्री में आप अपना बिजनेस सेटअप करो। उस टाइम पे क्या हुआ, जो बाहर की कंपनी थी यूएसए वगैरह, जो सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी जो बनी थी स्टार्टिंग में, उनको लगा कि हम यहाँ पे जितने में हम एम्प्लॉय हायर करें ना, 40 रुपए में, मतलब $1 में हायर करें मान लो एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर, तो 40 लोग तो हम इंडिया में हायर कर सकते हैं उतने पैसे में, ठीक है ना। मतलब $1 के इक्वल कितना 40-42 रुपए थे उस टाइम पे। तो अगर वो $1 वहाँ किसी को दे रहे हैं अगर मान लो, तो उतने में यहाँ 40 लोग हायर हो जाएंगे। तो उनको लगा यार ये तो अच्छी मार्केट है फिर, क्योंकि इंडिया भी पिच कर रहा था बार-बार कंपनी को जाके कि भाई आप हमारे देश में आओ। और हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू टुडेज वीडियो होगा, इसमें मैं आपको बहुत सारा डेटा दिखाऊंगा और पूरा हम मतलब एक प्रेडिक्ट करने की कोशिश करेंगे कि फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है और रिसेशन कब तक चला जाएगा, ठीक है, और कब तक जॉब मार्केट अच्छी हो जाएगी, मार्केट में जॉब्स कब से आने स्टार्ट हो जाएंगे, ठीक है। वो सब कुछ हम प्रेडिक्ट करेंगे और बिल्कुल आपको पूरी क्लैरिटी मिल जाएगी। लेकिन आप लोगों से मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है कि ये वीडियो आपको पूरा देखना है, क्योंकि तभी आपको समझ में आएगा। क्योंकि एक सीरियस वीडियो है, अगर आपके पास टाइम नहीं है अभी तो आप बाद में आ सकते हैं, बाद में आप डिटेल पूरा वीडियो देख सकते हैं, ठीक है। क्योंकि इसमें आपको मतलब एक प्रॉपर डिटेल में वीडियो होगा, तो अगर टाइम नहीं है तो बाद में देखना है, तो अभी जस्ट वीडियो स्टार्ट करते हैं, ठीक है। रजिस्ट्रेशन कब खत्म होगा उससे पहले मैं आपको ना थोड़ा ओवरव्यू देता हूँ। हालांकि मैंने अपनी पिछली वीडियोस में बताया है कई बार, लेकिन मैं फिर भी जिन्होंने वो वीडियो नहीं देखी है, मैं एक ओवरव्यू देता हूँ कि रजिस्ट्रेशन आया क्यों है, ठीक है। उसके बाद
So it seems like he has given up on the idea of telling stories. But some time ago, like 3 months ago, that the videos that he was creating, almost in every video there was a common theme. Like he would say, "But first of all, I need you to tell a story," and then he would like start saying a story, a random one, and his followers were also calling him out on it. Like, sir, why do you tell stories out of nowhere? I thought that it was like to increase like watch time or increase the length of the video, but the guy is a good guy because I saw his video on YouTube coders and how they are selling courses. So I thought that, Bhaiya, do you also work in company or only content creator? I am a content creator and a software developer. I don't work with a single company because I am a freelancer. Clients come and go, and that's how I work. What salary developer could expect after 2 years of experience in web development? Depends on the niche, bro. Python versus Java versus PHP, these are whole different numbers, completely different numbers. 2 years Java experience, I would say you can gain like 10 LPA. 2 years of Modern Stack experience will get you 6 LPA. And 2 years of PHP experience would get you like 5 to 6 LPA. So when it comes to tech stack, that's when the numbers show differences. You cannot say that just 2 years in web development is a definite number. Do you know Casey Muratori? I think I have heard of him. Casey Muratori. Is it this guy, Casey Muratori? Is it this guy? Okay. What about this guy, bro? Is he a YouTuber? Is he like what? I think I've heard about him. Oh, this guy, this guy. I have seen Prime Time's interviews with this guy. Yes, yes. I think I know him through Prime. Yeah, I know him through Prime. Otherwise, I didn't hear of him before. Code edits, most places around 6 to 12 varies also your previous salary. Yeah, as well as what the company offers. Yes. I love his channel. He made me very optimistic. Thank you very much. Getting resound, bro. Should we should we people predict about the future of IT industry, or it's a waste of time? I think a complete waste of time. Yeah, I think it's a waste of time. The only reason people make these videos is because it's a good topic to cover, and they can just say whatever they want about the future of the IT industry, and it's a very good funnel to sell courses. It's a very good funnel for that. That, oh, hey guys, 2025, the web industry is completely going to explode. And if you want to survive it, buy my course today in 2024 and be ahead of the curve and blah, blah, blah. That's what it is. Yeah, same. Although stay at the brink of a new technology starting, if you stick to it and that technology booms, आपके भाग्य खुल जाएंगे. Yeah, not false. You are not wrong. But that's a huge gamble, I would say. That's a huge gamble. Sticking to a technology to the point of only expertising in that technology would, yeah. First of all, what is web dev simplified doing these days? Like getting rid of try catch, but introducing more complexity into the code base. And now he's saying that folder structure is something that you should work on. What is going on these days? Like, it's so like random topics out of nowhere. This is the cheapest way to run on cloud, cheaper than Hetzner. But then you find out that that platform has increased their pricing tomorrow because apparently so many people flooded to those platforms to use it. The AI revolution is rotten to the core. I want to watch this video, but 41-minute video. This is 1 hour 18 minutes. It's so long. It's so long. What are your thoughts on WordPress development? They use PHP and myself. I took his course last month. Siddharth Pandey. Prime is like software development and news channel. Yeah, I mean, that is the natural progression of every YouTube tech channel, isn't it? I can think of topics I could talk about that is relevant, that is helpful to you guys. But pretty soon I'm gonna see the graphs going downwards. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, holy shit, like my channel is dying and I have to do something to revive it. So what is the best way to do it? The best way to do it would be covering latest trends, latest happens, what is happening in the tech industry, like all of those things. So it's a good way to be relevant and still be in a place where you are able to make money off of YouTube. Because when I covered Prime like 6 months ago, he had 385,000 subscribers. Now he is sitting at 600,000 or something like that. And the whole reasoning behind it is that he is the one, and Theo, him and Theo, they jump on the latest trends and latest everything so quickly. And they are able to garner an audience because of that. And at some point, I think I'm gonna fall to that as well. How long can I create topics out of my own head and then create skit videos? At some point, I have to be like, I have to keep the boat going, bro. Like all of you guys are not gonna watch my videos over and over and over again at different points of time. Is there? You can maybe watch once, twice, then you move on to somebody else, right? So it's an unfortunate place to be where you have no other option and you can only depend on your creativity for so long. I am creative. I can think of ideas. So many things I think skits about and I'm like, holy crap, that could be a YouTube video. But then how long can I continue that for, isn't it? What do I think of WordPress development? It's fine. It covers 75% of the internet because most businesses don't need advanced functionalities. They just need a notice board type thing that just get me a website and get it over with. That's all I'm looking for. So it's good. Yeah. There is something good that WordPress was chosen and not any other tech stack. Frankly, there were many choices, but only WordPress got selected. So, there has to be something. Okay. React one of his video. Who do you mean, Yugal Kishore? Hi, brother. How are you doing? Hey, Bhavya. How you doing, brother? Oh, hey, Colin. Happy to have you back, bro. Be careful about WordPress. The way Matt is going, scorched. Wait a second. Bhavya, are you not a member anymore? Itachi Uchiha has that star. You don't. Did you cancel, bro? Anyway. But it's horrible dealing with the shit show that is every bit of WP and plugin code, and it's possible you could lock yourself into that environment, which would suck. I mean, if a platform does offer end-to-end solutions, what is the problem with using it, isn't it? Risk hai to ishq hai. Oh yes, also that because Matt is possibly the most cartoonish rich idiot yet. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, where did it come from? Like, the whole controversy that happened, it was so unnecessary. It was so unnecessary. The one who makes the most is not. Yes, Itachi. I would. Yes, I would. Um, the one who makes the most is not the new tech, but who, after the tech matures, works on it. If AI is revolution, wait for it to actually be mature, then build on it. Yeah, I mean, that's true. That's true. Okay, fine.
If I needed to find a software
I struggle with these type of concepts, like how to get a job or whatever. So I'm gonna watch somebody else and let's see. So I struggle with this concept of how to get a job. So I'm gonna watch somebody else and let's see what they have to say, and let's see what I have to say in response to that. Is it really credible information he's giving out, or is it some crap by a YouTube creator just to gain views? So let's see.
engineering job desperately as fast as possible, this is what I would do. In my last job search, I got over 30 interviews, secured 4 job offers with an average salary of $190,000. And I've taught 100 other developers how to do the same. The formula that I want to show you is simple. It's just 2 steps, and it can get you an interview within a day. The platform that we're going to use.
Be very careful. Be very careful making those types of claims. Get an interview in one day.
An interview within a day. The platform that we're going to use
One
is
second.
developers how to do the same. The formula that I want to show you is simple. It's just 2 steps, and it can get you an interview within a day. The platform that we're going to use is LinkedIn, but LinkedIn has a
I just love the transition. The steps I'm going to show you is very simple. It's only 2 steps, and it will get you an interview in one day. First step, go to LinkedIn. Nice, nice.
problem. If you go on any job posting, you're going to see that it has hundreds of applicants. So there's
Yeah.
no way to stand out. There's too much competition.
Yeah.
So we're going to use a little hack. We're going to do it differently. We're going to look for recent posts from hiring managers and recruiters who are actively looking for talent. So we're going to go in the search bar right here, and we're going to write software engineer, and then we're going to write hiring. We're going to search for this. We're going to look for all posts, and it's going to show us this list of posts that were made by people who are actually hiring, like this one, for example. But we're going to do more than this. We're going to filter by the last 24 hours because we want to see the most recent ones. So people who are literally starting to hire right now. And here I see a new list of people who are hiring, and I can directly reach out to them. Like, for example, here I see 2 hours ago, Suleiman is hiring for 2 remote positions, 1 software engineer and 1 machine learning engineer. And you can directly reach out to him. That's the type of opportunities you're not going to find on the job portal.
Did we just skip over the part of how to reach out to them? Because as much as I'm aware, LinkedIn does not give out the email address of people that easily. And there's a very good chance that you don't have LinkedIn Premium. So it's going to cost you money to directly reach out to them. So it already logged out the people who are looking for a job that don't have money to pay for LinkedIn Premium. And let's say comment section, right? In the previous screenshot that he showed, there's already 5 comments and 3 reposts. So that means that you are already competing. Even if the time limit is 24 hours, you're still competing with people. So where is the what is that? Where is the definite chance that you will absolutely land an interview in one day? Yeah, I mean, sure, if you did that over and over and over, But then that one day claim falls apart, isn't it? Like this guy is saying that if I did this, then by tomorrow 1:30 in the afternoon, I should be able to get an interview. And is that possible for everybody? Now that everybody is going to be using this type of filter on LinkedIn, it's a good advice. It's a good advice. I won't lie. But now that we know that this is the thing that this YouTuber is telling us, the competition is going to increase. More and more people will start searching for 24 hours ago, past 24 hours. And then more comments, more reposts, more likes. All of those things will increase. So very quickly, this advice will fall apart. Very quickly. I would say within 2 weeks, if this video goes viral, within 2 weeks, this advice is going to fall apart. Do you agree, all of you? So, giving credit to this guy, it was a good advice while he was making this video. Like this video already has 2.3 thousand views, 2,300. So we could safely assume that at least 1,500 of them are now using the exact thing that this guy just said. So, yeah.
Changes, you're not gonna.
But then again, he did not say how to approach them, how to like reach out to them. LinkedIn Premium, I mean, LinkedIn free version doesn't allow you to do that. Okay. Hey Tachi, so true. The thing is, Prime Agent and Theo are passionate about coding and are eager to learn what is new. Yeah, what is new exactly makes you a news channel, isn't it? Like, hey, look at this new JavaScript framework that came out just yesterday. So they are eager to learn new things, but that in the process of it, that makes them news channels. Like just recently, they were covering WordPress drama and how they were cited in the lawsuit. So that's what they were focusing on, isn't it? The problem is that you have to code in PHP. PHP hater found. I think there is some issue with my card. Membership got cancelled. I'll check. Okay, thank you, bro. Brother, if you were given an opportunity, would you settle abroad as an SDE? Yes, I would. 100% I would. Also, you have to deal with the insane spaghetti copy-pasted crap that composes 95.6% of WP code. 95.6%, huh? How do you know? How do you know 95.6% is crap and the rest of it isn't? Maybe it's because you wrote it, Colin. I have to check WordPress GitHub profile. Maybe you are a contributor there, isn't it? Damn, I once tried doing spaghetti code. You're making it sound like it's a drug that you tried doing spaghetti code. It was horrible as it has 20,000 lines of vanilla JS. Holy crap, bro. Course incoming. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. Okay, let's check more of his advice.
Find on the job portal. By the way, every week I send a new high-paying job position to my email list. It's companies that are actively hiring right now. I give it away for free. If you want to get access to it, there is going to be a link in the description. Then I scroll down again, I see another.
Okay, a free resource. A free resource. Let me see. 100 jobs. Get a high-paying job. Okay, get a list of 100 companies hiring. Okay. Sign up for free. Huh. So they want my information here. Okay. Just to get a list of 100 companies hiring, is it really worth giving away your email address and your information? So one thing I'd say is that this is a sales technique. Key to your search is that you remember you're in sales during this process. You're trying to get them to buy your time. What are your opinions about coding phase? Nothing, bro. I don't know what coding phase is. But first, let's complete this 4 minute, 36 minutes video, seconds video, sorry.
one here, they're hiring for a full stack developer in Austin, and so on and so forth. But this is not over. We're gonna go a step further. Once you find a job that you like, maybe they're gonna share like a URL where you can apply to, or like an email. We're gonna actually go on the profile of this person and we're gonna try to connect with them. So we're gonna click here, click on connect, and we're gonna add a personalized note. This is an easy way to stand out. It costs you nothing, literally. I used this strategy in my last job search and I got 5 interviews like this. I just wrote something like, hey, like then J, like the name of the person. Then I write, I'm a full stack developer.
Okay, let me try this out. The same person that he searched for, J Prince. Let's say this guy, right? So connect, oh, button is there. Message. Oh, it's also here. But it's a free message and it says why. Maybe because they want me to buy premium. And if I click to notification, yeah, it does. But this is something I am confused here. See, LinkedIn doesn't provide that, bro. LinkedIn does not provide that. Not for all profiles. You cannot just pick up a random profile and then you could be like, I want to send a connection request. Connect. Oh, there is. Is it legitimate? I'm questioning myself now. Wow. Looking into sales strategies is a really good idea. I also disagree that they are going to stop because they are techniques that they have worked for ages. Basically, think of it like you would B2B sales. The principles carry over really well. Then you become Fireship. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's
From NYC, I worked at like, then I mentioned.
And this guy doesn't have premium as well. So it says try premium for $0. Now I'm questioning myself. Yeah, some do, some don't.
Something a bit unique about me, like I say, I have like 3 years of experience working at an edtech startup, for example, and then using AI. Then I will say like, I saw you are currently hiring. I would love to chat, or I would love to have a quick chat. When you make it quick, people like it because quick is just a nice keyword because people don't like to waste time. So if you say it's quick, they're gonna think, oh, okay, it's a quick little thing, let me accept it. And then I just click on send. Usually what I do also is that I go on the startup that's currently hiring and I'm trying to find other people who work there. So for example, if there's a CTO, there's a hiring engineering manager, and I try to reach out to them as well. So I go on the people's tab and I just search through people inside of here. Now, I'm not gonna leave you just here. There's another bonus strategy that you can use. In general, I don't really recommend you going on the LinkedIn job portal because like I said, it's too competitive, right? Like most jobs that you're gonna see here, like hundreds of thousands of other software engineers are also looking at the same jobs. They're all applying to them. So you don't have any competitive advantage. The competition is too high on them. However, we can use the same strategy as we use for the posts to find like the most recent posts about people who are hiring. We can use it on the job portal as well. So the job portal allows you to filter for the past 24 hours. But the last 24 hours is actually not good enough because there's still thousands and thousands of jobs and thousands of people who do the same thing. And look at this job, for example. Those were posted 4 hours ago. There's already like hundreds of applicants, right? And for most of those jobs, it's the case, it's over 100 applicants. When it's over 100 applicants, it can be really a lot. It can be like hundreds and hundreds. So what we're going to do is we're going to search the URL and you're going to find this special query parameter. And you see here, 86,400. That's the number of seconds in a day. So this is a parameter that you can tweak to narrow down the search. So for example, here I put 6,400. I'm going to find jobs that are a lot more recent. And I can keep changing and updating this value to get jobs that are more and more recent. So you can even narrow it down to jobs that are posted like a few minutes ago. Like this one, for example, 51 minutes ago. So this one has already less applicants. And here the advantage is that you can find jobs that were literally posted right now and you're going to be one of the first people to apply to those jobs. Then again, use the same strategy that I said before. You find people at those companies, you connect with them, you message them, and you try to get an interview like this. My goal is to help as many of you as possible find a job.
Okay, so I have mixed opinions. This is a good video. I mean, doing that thing where he showed get parameter and you can do 6,400 seconds and you would be one of the first few people to apply to the company. But does that guarantee just because you're the one of the first few people to apply, that means you'll get the job? Like, is that a thing? Not entirely sure. But this is a good video. I would not criticize the guy. I think some of it can be very useful. If you're thinking, so what is this most popular video? 5 projects that are guaranteed to get you hired. HTML, CSS. Let's build a tutorial. Okay, dashboard. Sorry. 5 PHP projects that will guarantee you get hired. I don't know about the word guarantee, bro. Guarantee is nothing. You cannot guarantee anything to anyone. You can't do that. Um, will software developer will be more competitive in the next 5 to 7 years? The competition will always be there, bro. The competition will always be there. Bro, I think you should just start a tech and AI YouTube channel and sell BS. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. The thing is, right, the whole reason I have an audience, you guys, is because I stood up to for you guys. I stood up to it. The crap practice, the exploitation, the everything, and no amount of money is worth it to me. Like, let's say I made $25 million selling courses. Would I be able to sleep at night knowing that this is not the ethical way to exploit somebody's insecurities or whatever to make money? No, it isn't. And I'll tell you about a simple thing. Like, I haven't said this to anybody, or I haven't said this publicly just yet. So you guys are the first ones to hear about it. Because I hate the idea of having too much money to know what to do with, is because I lost a 25-year-old friend because of it, because of money. There was a friend that I had back in school from first grade, all the way up to my master's degree completion. And even further than that, I was working like 4 years experience, and still I had that guy as the friend. And I lost the guy because of money. Because I saw the changes that it brought into him, and how money became his entire personality, and how he started like downplaying me. He started looking down on me. He started to feel sorry for me. Even though, like, if I compared financial situations, like, I have a brother, but he was the only child. So obviously, me and my brother are better financially because we are two people making money in the same house, and he was just alone. But money, when he saw the effects of money, and he got the iPhone, he got the Woodland shoes, and he got the Peter England t-shirts, and he basically started touring all over India. He is in Jammu Kashmir 1 month, enjoying the snow. Then he's back in Varanasi. Then he is in Banaras. Then he is in, and the guy also went to Qatar, I think that's how you call it, to watch the FIFA World Cup. While we were sitting at our houses watching the football matches in our TV, he was actually in the stadium watching it live, because he got a passport and went over to see it. And his money mindset completely changed him. He started feeling sorry for me that I can't wear branded t-shirts. I use an Android phone, and my phone is so much behind than iPhone, the ecosystem and everything. And pretty much I lost that friend. Money changed him completely. He became a person that I never used to think that he would become. He wasn't the same guy that I used to be friends with. Completely changed. And so I lost a 25-year-old friend because of money. And ever since then, I don't have a good image about having money. Like, I need money. Sure, I do need it. But not to the point of being a millionaire or being a billionaire. Like, what would I do with that much, bro? I'm never going to be completely happy with life. I've accepted it. So you can throw in Lamborghinis, you can give me like mansions, you can give me yachts and everything, and I still would be as depressed as I am right now. So I try to stay away from the idea of making too much money. I need enough so I can pay my bills and I can, sustain a normal life, and that's all I need. I don't need like crores and crores of rupees. Nah, don't need it. What is he showing we can do is legit. Yeah, it did seem legit to me. I liked that advice that he gave out. I have worked in B2B sales and tech, And the whole strategy of connections is something I actually pointed out in the post I put in the learning materials on Sid's Discord. Yeah, I read it, bro. I read it. And it's good. If you want to just post links all you want, bro. I thought that you will actually copy paste the LinkedIn articles and paste it in my Discord. That's what I was asking you. But if you can just post a link that refers to somebody else, yeah, you can do that. It's fine. I have created simple disassembler. Can I write it in resume that I know assembly code? Yes, you can. Yes. Siddharth Hande, first of all, you have the same name as me. Most of the time I get referral are people I met in bus or railway who are people going home from doing jobs in office than on LinkedIn. Okay, that's a very isolated case of yours. I hated his open, but this is actually pretty solid strategy. I disagree with his method a little. Yeah, I disagree just a little as well. But it's a good one. It's a good one. Projects won't guarantee shit. Yeah, I saw the link. I will read it soon. I should do that. I meant I should do that. Oh, you do that. Oh, okay. You're a good man, so you won't be able to sleep. But there are many who will be sleeping good. Yeah, I know, I know. Do you know, I actually have met Indian scammers that work in companies where they scam Americans, where they scam American grandmas and they try to like shout at the phone just so they will buy that Google Play card and give it to them. And you know what their answer to that was? Like, I openly told them that I will punch you in your face if you don't explain me why you do this. And you know what their reasoning was? Their reasoning was that British took us from Indians, everything like the gold and diamonds and everything since 200 years. So what is what is it about us trying to take back what's ours from these Americans? I wanted to punch the guy in the face so hard, hearing that bullshit answer. It's such a crap mentality like these people have, and they have money because of it. They can afford iPhones and Audis they have with their houses and everything. And I'm just like, how? And I'm just thinking to myself, how can they sleep at night, bro? I am a full stack developer, but I'm mostly front end focused. What would you think about AI replacing front end engineer? No, they won't. No, they won't. No, they won't. Don't worry about it. No, they won't. Front end engineering is so complicated. So complicated. Like centering a div is like, ha ha ha, front end developer joke. But I actually got into front end, and that is how I met Alpha from my Discord server. That is how I started working with him, because front end was my pain point, and I gave it to him, and he was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. That is how I actually started working with the guy. So no, it won't. I met guys who are still doing assembly coding. It's related to network engineering, so it's good to have in your resume. Yeah, totally, totally. I mean, you would admittedly be sleeping on the kind of bed you can buy with millions of dollars. So like, I think you're kidding, but it's not that. It's the conscience. It's this thing right here. The voice inside this dome, isn't it? The conscience wouldn't let me sleep, no matter how comfortable of a bed I can buy. I have a comfortable bed right here, so it's fine. Do you know one thing I also worry about regarding my YouTube channel? Okay, that Joker line that you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. And I worry about that. What if I am this way today and then I create videos, cover latest trends, like what's happening, presenting my own thoughts or blah, blah, blah. And then 20 years later, I am that money hungry asshole influencer who feels entitled that, oh yeah, you should just pay me money, you know? I worry about that sometimes. Like, it's fine, I have held myself to a small bubble. But what if I became egotistical like 15 years later? What will happen? iPhones are such overpriced garbage. And I wouldn't say garbage, they are still useful. The ecosystem is very good. The MacBooks have the best keyboards, I would say. Android phones are better than iPhone. I'm an iPhone user. You will get bored if you're not a tweaking guy. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Bro reached nirvana. I just need money to enjoy my few hobbies. Yeah, and that's what my mentality is as well. Like, let me pay my rent, let me pay my bills. I'm good. I'm good. Bro, and I understand how you feel, but as for me, money is important. I have a few disabilities like dysgraphia, dyslexia, autism, I have a speech issues, etc. Money gave me at least some respect. No, bro, don't attach your self worth to your diseases. Don't do that to yourself. I have this thing which I got made fun of so much in my youth. Wait a second. Did I just say I got made fun of in my youth? Did I just admit I'm old? Oh. Okay. When I was in school, I mean, not youth, school. So I used to think that this is who I am, like I should get rid of this. And I used to feel insecure about that. But then I accepted it. I accepted who I am because of it, and I would rather not remove it as of today. You cannot make fun of me anymore because I have accepted who I am. So, saying that money gave you at least some respect when you have diseases like dysgraphia, dyslexia, and autism, it means that you have associated those things with your self worth. And that is not a good mentality, bro. Like, I'm not telling you that you are who you are, is basically what I'm saying. You shouldn't let others decide your self worth. It's you who decides your self worth. Money, and I think the role of money should be to let you live a normal life. Like, I don't know what you could take for these things, dyslexia and autism. I think it's a mental thing. So I wouldn't know how money would help you. But like at least give your parents a good life, give your family members a good life. Like that's what you should need money for. See, for me, I have got to support my family and make a good life for my daughter. So it's harder for me to say I don't want a buttload of money because I want to give her a good life. But that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying millions and millions. I'm saying like hundreds of millions and billions. You don't need that much, do you? You can get like 5 million, 10 million in your entire lifetime, and you would be able to sustain your life off of it, isn't it? I will be the one who will sleep good after selling courses. Nah, bro, nah. I can't be that. I can't be that. I am worried for most of you. I hate them. So how much could they even do that? How could they even do that? You hate who? So if I'm applying to a backend web dev job, can I mention my basic computer graphics and game dev knowledge and projects? I think I should not. No. You should. You should. You should. Bro, achieve nirvana. Namo Buddha. On your front end thing, I love full stack because backend and front end are really fun parts. But backend is algorithmically very cool. Like it's so fun to really optimize everything, shave off fractions of a second. Yeah. That's the biggest achievement. Like when you see your API working zero point 0.3 or zero point 0.6 seconds faster than before, that's what like gets you that hit. That's why you should scam people. Nah, bro. Scamming people is never justified. Under no circumstance it is justified. I don't think so. Like, oh crap. Like that is a whole other rabbit hole I would get into, but I would rather not. Hey Anandu, I think you are first time in my live streams, isn't it? You can just mention what you learned from it and how you implement it in backend. Yeah. I'm feeling that my time spent learning the MERN stack may be wasted. How can I ensure that I'm actually gaining valuable skills that will benefit my career? See, JavaScript is needed everywhere, and MongoDB is used almost everywhere. So no, I disagree with your sentiment that it will go to waste. No, it won't. No, it won't. I live in small city in Chhattisgarh, and I think big city sucks at living a peaceful life. In small city, you make less but happy, but in big city, all hurry making money. Bro, you decide how you want to live your life. It's not the environment that allows you or tells you how you should live. I lived in Bangalore. I lived in the tech hub of India, and I still did not feel like it. Yes, and at any place you could be making more and more money with each year, but do you choose to do so? No. You choose to do what works out best for you. If you really love the idea of making money, it doesn't matter if you're living in a village or a medium city or a tier 1 city. You will do it anyway. This is good philosophy stream. I'm not a philosophical guy. Thing is, right? I'm not that guy. Bro, I am studying cloud in college and learning TensorFlow, AI, and 3JS. Now I don't even know where to apply and what to do. Any advice? So if you are okay, so you are an AI based engineer. Try Naukri, try LinkedIn, the same tips that we just saw some time ago. Try those things out. We should get somewhere. Only thing I hate about big cities is only traffic. Yeah, fair, fair. That's fair. Yes, I agree. 2-3 million is enough. Heck, even 1 million is enough in India. Yeah, you could just put it into bank, and you can just live off of the interest. Done. As someone with bipolar and ADD and a mostly paralyzed hand who has had lots of money and who has had no money at all, respect isn't something that comes from money ever, ever, ever. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Respect comes from that feeling that you have, that you feel sorry for yourself, and you decide to rise up and fight against the system to make a place for yourself. That's when you get respect, and money is an outcome of that. But the mistake that people make is that they look at the money and they think this is what's giving me respect, but it's not the thing that gives you respect, is it? It's the fight in you. How hard can you be knocked down, and how willing are you to get back up again? I just quoted Rocky. Don't say anything. So the fight in you basically is something that gives you respect, gets you respect. I mean, code tools are rising these days. AI code tools are will jobs decrease. No, bro. It seems like you are very fresh to my channel. I have made so many videos dunking on AI and how it won't be able to take over. So no, it won't. Yes, you can become a billionaire with Y Combinator 7 simple rules. Obviously, you can become a billionaire. Everybody can become a billionaire, isn't it? Wow, Charlie Moist Critical is wearing a grey t-shirt. That is something new. Um, Full stack developer, I can guarantee Munstack will get you a job just fine. The JS talent pool is a bit oversaturated, but you can absolutely distinguish yourself without a ton of effort. Yeah, fair. I am using Python since I was 16 and now I am 20. I just tried C and assembly and I loved it. I wanted to use assembly and SIMD, SIMD in Python. Where is it? Where is it? But Python is kind of bad at doing that. 16 years old and you've been working with Python. That's dope. That is very dope. Good, efficient, but shallow. Without CS fundamentals and DSA concept, programmers now will most likely have no future unless they develop that knowledge gradually. Agreed. Bro, is this the LinkedIn post? Yeah, I do agree. I do agree. Fundamentals is always necessary. Are remote jobs on the incline or decline? I would say decline. I would say decline. It's not as common as it used to be compared to 2020 and 2021. But yeah, from what I can gather, startups until they become decent sized company are being remote, but big companies are trying RTO mandates. Yeah, that's the reality. Dannaramu, yeah, he's correct. He's correct. I started to learn code just because of the hype by influencer for high paying job, just more money. So should I quit it? That's a tough situation. That's a very tough question. Like you are the prime example of the type of people I stood up for. That yes, there is money. 100% there is money. But I am biased towards passion rather than the urge to make money. If you like tech, if you like being around tech, if you are willing to work 8 hours a day for like 5 years straight, Monday to Friday, yeah, you should be here. So no, I wouldn't say you should quit it. I would say it's your decision. You will. There is money. It's not a lie that high paying job or more money. It's all true. The tech industry does pay. But then again, you have to endure a lot of that to get there. Bro, do you watch Linus Tech Tips and his other channels? Yes, I do. I do. Linus is a good channel, yeah. Or it used to be. It seems like YouTube algorithm is kind of ignoring him in my feed. Um, I don't like I don't like web dev, but I like using Python and Go and build functions for specific tasks, data to PDF, and like using Linux. What should I do? I think you're already set. You should just start applying for jobs, bro. I don't know. I think it's going to be a cycling around forward and back. We are just on a down point right now. I think there's going to be another remote upswing before too long. Maybe wishful thinking. Yeah, I hope what you're saying is true, Colin. भैया बीसीए का स्कोप है yes there is scope for BCA yes more specific questions somebody who knows how to write HTTP server from scratch say in vanilla Python versus someone does the first person actually has an edge or just doesn't matter at all see you have to be a good team member there are a bunch of things you have to work for it's not just the skills that makes you stand out and everything isn't it. Okay, guys. I think we are way past our time. So it's like 2 p.m. So I'm gonna wrap up the stream in some time. Like, let's stay for five more minutes. Somebody has to ask anything. Please do. I got interest in tech and coding because of Linus, or otherwise would be a commerce student because I was a commerce student in intermediate. And left that after seeing Linus. Wow, he motivated you that much. That's crazy. Lol, 2 p.m. Yeah, it's afternoon here, isn't it? um that's actually crazy that Linus motivated you to start coding. Crazy. मैं 12th में हूँ भैया कोडिंग में स्कोप है आई एम एवरेज स्टूडेंट और मैं पीसीबी बैकग्राउंड से हूँ और क्या एआई जॉब ले सकते हैं अगले 10 साल में ब्रो जस्ट वॉच माय चैनल ब्रो अभिषेक you will get answers to all of that all of these questions 12th standard is not the standard where you start thinking about your career you should think about learning first then the job. It's so crazy how influencers have normalized this mindset that you are in 12th standard, so start planning for your career. Like, bro, first start planning for your learning first. Try to be a good programmer first. I'm trying to find internships and saw your video earlier where you said people shouldn't accept offers. It's a lower standard price. Yeah, I mean, it's a lose-lose situation for all of us, isn't it? I explained it in the video also why it is a lose-lose situation. It brings down the entire market along with the price. Do you suggest React for frontend because it's a bit complicated? Folder structure, JSX props. It's a bit boring too because I do backend for making web page from scratch. Is too much. I use Claude. I mean, it's fine. I think you should be able to change the folder structure to your liking. भैया इन कोडिंग में कौन सा फील्ड अभी ज़्यादा स्कोप है, like cyber security or web development या any other? I would say web development has the best scope. Cyber security not so much. React is currently the principal front-end framework. Make sure you pick up TypeScript. It makes things way more interesting. Yeah, it does. It does. But error when I use Claude and Tailwind in CSS. That's your first problem. You are trying to get front-end done through Claude. First problem there itself. His passion towards tech and the way he represents that just made me move into it, and I always wanted to meet him and thank him for that. That's great. That's great. Linus is good. He's a nerd when it comes to like computers and everything. So yeah, I relate to that. Me too, inspired by Linus. Electronics and game mods with what I started programming. That's great, bro. How do I find internships that actually pay the standard for the skill requirements though? That actually pay. Bro, finding an internship in the first place is difficult. Try to negotiate with employers. See what they say. React on Dino 2. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Welcome, bro. Okay, guys. I think I will end the stream here. Colin, feel free to post links. It's fine. View on Cursor AI. It's fine, bro. For anyone thinking that cybersecurity, remember AI code creates a lot of bugs. So yes, cybersecurity is a great field with the way scene it is right now. But so is web development as well, bro. Bro, do you know that BSNL provides internship where you have to pay them? Holy crap. Holy crap. That's shitty. Okay, guys. Bye-bye for now. See you in next live stream. And yeah, that's all. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.